All right, this is another king and pawn endgame that came from problem solving, but I want to show it to you in the problem. White played king to d3. So what happens here, 3 on 3, the reason why shattered pawns like these are weak is because the enemy king can just pounce and get in here. The correct move, king to f4. White is forced, he has one move to defend the pawns, and that's this one. So now what black can do is we're gonna Zugzwang this guy and force him to make a bad move. There's nothing he could do. He's gonna jettison one or more pawns and he has no choice. So the only dummy move we have we would like to pass, because if white moves, he's gonna leave this f3 pawn and we're gonna take it. So we pass h4. So now white is in bad shape. King to e1. It doesn't take a genius to figure out king takes f3. That's what we're going to do no matter what he does. So what's going to happen is that, again, he's going to defend this. The problem is it's going to be Zugzwang for a second time. Whichever way he goes, either g1 or e1. If he goes to g1, we're going to go the opposite way, king e2. If he goes to e1, we're going to go king to g2. So we need to pass the move to white again. Well, I know you guys are smart enough to see this. Just f4. We wanted to pass because we got this. Now clearly he can't go to e1. This would just be devastation. His only slim dream of us misplaying this is king to g1. However, he's got a problem because we're going to move here. We go opposite to take advantage of his vacating this key square. Now, problem he has, he can defend this pawn, but what do we do if he defends it? As black, you should be able to see what to do here. So the thing to do is to check him on f3. What happens, it forces him to g1, and again, Zugzwang strikes. We have two squares to attack this pawn. He has only one square before he can defend it, so we attack it again by staying right next to it. So the Zugzwang just is eating this guy alive. There's nothing he could do. He could resign at any time. It's over. We're in the shepherd position, which would also be king to e2. Either one of these is a shepherd position. He cannot stop this pawn from queening. So this is the key. This is the danger of a shattered pawn structure in an endgame. So you have to be really careful. If your opponent has the shattered pawn structure where it was bishop takes knight, this was h3, bishop takes knight, pawn takes bishop. Well, when you get to an endgame like this, you have to be able to keep your the opponent's king from passing through. So this is one of those things that I wanted to show you, the Zugzwang concept of having to make a move that you're going to lose if you move. If you don't move, you're fine, but if you do move, you're going to lose. There's nothing you could do. Zugzwang is a German word which means move bad or move not destruction, but it's like detrimental. So it's move, and it's like decaying your position. Okay. So Zugzwang. Or if you saw it written down without hearing in German, you would think of it as Zugzwang because it has two Z's in there. So, but in German, it's called Zugzwang. So there you go. So it's a very important concept, but I wanted to give you guys an easy to understand version so that some of the kids out there have an ability to see this in a really reduced difficulty setting so they can understand what's going on. So hopefully you enjoyed this and was helpful. This is the kind of stuff you have to know to be a good player. So like and subscribe. That way you'll get more of these kind of lessons. Tell your friends, but don't tell your enemies because they'll use my lessons against you. You guys know what to do. I will talk to you guys later.